fabulous job in this. I just want to pick everything apart because I'm someone who listened to the podcast, was following the news in real time. Jason, I'll start with you. Mm-hmm. How much did you know of the Murdaughs?
A lot now.
Yeah, but before this,
I just watched it from afar, and you saw it unfold and keep unfolding and keep unfolding and keep unfolding, and then you just came back to his son, his wife. How does that happen? And that's where I was. And then I dived into all the material that's there to watch and listen, which is fascinating. It really is fascinating. And then a couple of the books and the podcasts and that. And then I stayed away from a lot of the documentaries. I tried. We tried. I think we built people in a world and a family here.
Oh yeah,
that implodes.
1000%. Patricia, I'm a huge fan of yours. Severance, love. But to see you transform into Maggie, it was completely different. Your cadence, everything was so different. How did you want to embody her? Because she's someone who, in the beginning with Paul, is very lenient, but also is trying to keep the peace all the time, if you would say.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like she came up at a time in a certain part of the country where a lot of things were normalized. It's like, oh, well, he's drunk or he's excess, but he's a good boy, and you know what? Oh, he's naughty. He's just, getting away with stuff. They have this intergenerational privilege and wealth. And she grew up believing, you get married forever. And he was her first big love. He was her big love. Yeah. And then they had a family together, and I really wanted to honor. Most women in America are killed by their intimate partners. They don't know that guy's going to kill you. There's a love affair that happens. There's a lot of normalizing not normal behavior. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of deception. There's a lot of manipulation. So I wanted to really show someone whose values were like being a mom, being a wife, trying to stick it out. And then the slow discovery of what is this and what is that? And how many things don't I know and what's happening and who am I with?
That's a $1 million question and then obviously what happens. Jason, for you, obviously, the transformation is incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
From everything, from the mannerisms, the way you look, and then your accent, which I'm sure is the most obvious part. How did that work? How did you turn into Alec?
I mean, piece by piece. I mean, it was brick by brick. It was, so many people had seen it. He was a big, massive, tall redhead. Yeah. He was a lawyer. He was a victim in his own mind. He was a drug addict. He was everything goes with, and just built it piece by piece. Just calmed down from, oh my God, I got to get to all the way over there, that mountain, to here it comes. And then, one day, hair, everyone does their job that comes in, hair and makeup, wardrobe, the directors, Patricia getting ready and starting to put hers together. And I just worked so hard to do it properly that you find yourself there and you find yourself looking in the mirror in your trailer just going, oh my God, look at me. And it was, I wore tracksuit pants for 6 months. I put on 40 pounds and it causes issues, but it puts you in that park to play, you know what I mean? And that's how we did it, and there was a level of commitment.
Yeah. Well, you brought up something. Joseph, who did our wardrobe, he literally, from photographs, tracked down
eBay.
Every shirt he could, every pants,
real stuff.
These actual shoes, this thing. It was kind of crazy that. Wow, this is the same
the 2020
outfit.
Nikes and all those things.
Yeah.
It was all those things literally,
everything. Yeah. So everybody was really bringing their A game. And, even in rehearsals, to see him, because he's charming, he's behind his charm, he's hiding a lot of lies and all of this stuff. And so in this piece, he has to be driving this engine all the time. He's hiding things. He's charming. Look over there. No, I'm going to fix that. Oh, now you're indebted to me again. Aren't I a great husband? Oh, now oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. He's constantly hustling. And, even just immediately, Jason came out of the gate like that.
It was funny. I remember one day I walked into the trailer and hair and makeup, without telling me what they were doing, just did my eyebrows red. You know what I mean? And I thought, what are you guys doing? What's going on here? It was just like, boom, before we were going to tell you. So I had red eyebrows. You go, well, the train's on the track, Kim, and there's no going back.
Yeah.
You know?
And I heard you also kept the accent all on the set because I'm sure it's just such a specific, like it's not
It's a
just an American
specific accent.
Yeah.
Well, but it is. I mean, America's got so many. It's a beautiful accent in its own way. It's like it becomes so enjoyable. My kids and my family's like, stop saying that, Bo. You know, hey Bo, how you doing, Bo? Instead of mate or dude, you know, it's like Australians mate. But it's like there's a whole world you sink into. You know, we were, you know, in the music I mean, it was just.
There's a fun to that.
Yeah.
There's a warmth. There's a pleasure in that thing. And they come from different parts of the South. You know what I mean? So their dialects were a little bit different too. But yeah.
It's always fun to make Patricia Arquette amused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Patricia Arquette is my wife. Well, you know.
Well,
You guys have such
he's
great
so
chemistry, by the way,
charming.
that jumps out as well.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that,
Did you guys
that
just
was
meet
really...
on set, or you guys have known each other?
No, we didn't know each other
didn't
before
know each
this.
other, no.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
But, you know, it's those touch points of a love affair, of a marriage. You know, they share those commonalities of believing in marriage, loving their kids. In between is incredible dysfunction and craziness and secrets and lies.
Yeah.
But
I knew Patricia. I'm sorry, but I mean, Alabama's one of my favorite ever performances. One of my favorite movies, and like so I knew Patricia Arquette, but you just the range of her play and her accessibility and her ability to, like Helen Mirren, you just get that you're drawn into like unlock this, and it keeps coming out and it keeps coming at you. And there's like I got to tell you, when you watch her in a close up as well, you just go, damn, this woman knows what she is doing.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
Okay.
I mean,
I know,
everything
I really
you
mean
said,
it.
I co-sign. Obviously, you had a storied career. We can name a million movies
Oh.
and a million shows that we love you in.
Yeah, iconic.
I want to bring up Wildflower because of the news over the weekend and Diane Keaton. Just, what do you remember about that time in Diane as well?
I was just so nervous to be acting in front of Diane, and she was the director. She was just so generous and warm and lovely, and such an incredible artist as an actor. I mean, Looking for Mr. Goodbar, Reds. I mean, Annie Hall, Godfather, all this incredible work. I mean, I got to work with her, and she was my director, and she would put her hands on my back before I do like a crying scene, and I just felt totally infused, and she just was there with me so much. And I worked with her twice as a director, and I just love her so much, and she loved being a mom, and it's just a huge loss to the artistic community, and I'm so grateful I got to work with her.
Yeah, incredible, Jason. I'm sure that you feel the same way as well. I don't know if you ever worked with her, but
I haven't, but I grew up watching. Her and The Godfather. But for there's a couple of scenes in there that just like, that's where it's at. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank
with
you.
Me, honestly,
Thank you.
again,
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of you both. Congratulations on this. I cannot wait for people to see this.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.